What if the greatest story in football isn't over yet? What if Cristiano Ronaldo, at 41 years old, lifts the World Cup in what could be the most emotional final chapter of any career in sports history? It sounds like fiction, but this might just become reality. And when you look closely at Ronaldo's form and Portugal's extraordinary squad heading into 2026, it's not a dream, it's a genuine possibility. Cristiano Ronaldo's career is already beyond legendary. 5 Ballon d'Ors, 5 Champions League titles, Euro 2016, Nations League triumphs in 2019 and again in 2025. As of now, he's scored 938 career goals, an almost mythical number. He's already immortal in football history. But what if the story has one more twist? One final moment that puts all debates to rest. In 2026, Ronaldo will be 41, an age when most footballers are either pundits or playing in retirement leagues. But Ronaldo? He's still scoring in finals, still leading his nation. In the recent Nations League, he netted 8 goals, clutch finishes that reminded the world this isn't a farewell tour, it's a continuation. But Portugal's 2026 dreams don't rest on Ronaldo's shoulders alone. In fact, for the first time in years, he's not the only weapon. Under coach Roberto Martínez, Portugal has built something terrifying, a golden generation that might just outshine the one that came before. Let's talk about that front line. Rafael Leão, the AC Milan star, is a nightmare for defenders. At 25, he's entering his prime with a blend of speed, power, and flair. He ranks in the 90th percentile for assists, 95.7 for key passes, and nearly 89 for attacking carries. Critics say he's inconsistent, but when he's on, he's unstoppable. And even if he's not firing, Portugal has depth. Pedro Neto, recently linked with a move to Chelsea, is a different kind of winger, a surgical playmaker. 93.4 percentile in key passes, 91.4 in attacking actions, and almost 90 in successful dribbles. His pressing and positioning bring tactical balance, a perfect puzzle piece. Then there's Francisco Conceição. At just 22, the Juventus winger is fearless and wildly effective. 97.5 percentile in dribbles, 97.7 in attacking actions, 90.7 in key passes. He's the kind of player who shifts momentum instantly. One touch, one turn, and the defense is in panic mode. These wide threats are complemented by central firepower. Gonçalo Ramos, fresh off a treble-winning season at PSG where he bagged 18 goals and 6 assists in just 44 games. Together, they form a strike unit that's fast, clinical, and deeply experienced. And behind them, a midfield duo that could run any game into the ground. Vitinha has become one of Europe's elite deep-lying playmakers. At PSG, he orchestrated their 2024-25 treble run with intelligence and composure. 98th percentile in progressive passes, 98th in forward passes, 99th in forward pass accuracy. He's not just passing, he's slicing through lines with surgical precision. Next to him, João Neves brings aggression and grit, a relentless ball winner who presses, tackles, and recovers. His defensive stats are off the charts. He's the steel to Vitinha's silk. Together, they balance elegance with intensity. In front of them, Bruno Fernandes and Bernardo Silva, 2 players who've seen it all. Bruno, despite Manchester United's chaos, delivered 19 goals and 17 assists in 56 games. Bernardo Silva, even in a struggling City side, remains one of football's smartest players. His spatial awareness and tight-space dribbling are priceless in high-pressure moments. And with experienced centre-backs and an elite keeper behind them, this team is built to go deep. So let's ask the big question. What happens if Cristiano Ronaldo wins the 2026 World Cup? First, the records. At 41, he'd become the oldest outfield player to ever win the tournament, surpassing Dino Zoff, who won it at 40 with Italy in 1982. Next, the legacy. It would be Portugal's first ever World Cup title. A nation that's always had talent but never touched the ultimate prize would finally rise to the summit. Then comes the personal milestone. Ronaldo currently has 8 World Cup goals. Portugal's all-time record is held by Eusebio with 9. Just 2 more goals, and Ronaldo becomes Portugal's greatest World Cup scorer. And there's one more poetic twist. If Ronaldo plays even a single match in 2026, he becomes the first player in history to appear in 6 World Cups. An insane feat. But he might not be alone. Rumors suggest Lionel Messi could return too. Imagine them, the 2 greatest icons of their generation, both making history in their 6th and final tournaments. If Ronaldo lifts the trophy, the reaction would be seismic. Media headlines worldwide, streets in Portugal erupting, social media flooded with emotion. But more than that, it would mark the culmination of a career defined not just by talent, but by obsession, discipline, and relentless will. It wouldn't just be about goals or trophies, it would be about rewriting what's possible. About showing that greatness isn't a moment, it's a mindset. Because if Ronaldo wins the World Cup at 41, he doesn't just join the GOAT debate, he ends it. Thanks for watching, and if you want more deep dives like this, then subscribe.